So we are here. Uh, it's very nice to be here. This is my first visit to Taiwan, and the level of awareness and fondness for blockchain and all this digital technology is really great. And I wish I would have come much earlier here. Anyways, we start with our presentation today, which is on blockchain banking. Now, we have been talking about every possible thing being on blockchain, excepting banking, because everyone talks of disrupting the banking, as if banking is useless, banking should be totally destroyed, removed from this planet. It is not like that. Banking is a very well-established institution wherein we took so much of years, hundreds, 200 years, more than that, to settle the tenets of banking and then reach this stage. Now, I can accept that, yes, bankers are bad. I can accept, because even I am a banker for the last 32 years. So I will fully endorse that view that bankers are bad, but not banking is bad. And even when you are doing Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, other altcoins, whatever is there, you are following the principles of economics, principles of banking. So it is not that those principles are obsolete and out of date, and they should be simply kicked away in name of freedom, in name of decentralization. I'll give you one story. In one of my conferences, when I was in the panel, I was speaking, and I was telling that, okay, how these theories and how these principles of banking operate. Then one person told me that, Mr. Enemy. I said, wow, what an address I have earned here. So he said that, I said, okay, why do you call me Mr. Enemy? No, because see, this is my land, my money, my economy, my institution, and my woman. I said, fantastic. This is what I wanted to hear from you. Tomorrow this woman is going to that man. What are you going to say? That woman will say, this is my man. So are you going to kill him? So this is where we talk of society, principles, and compromises and adjustments. When we come to the basic banking model, we see that still banking has not percolated to all the different sectors and segments of globe. Still, huge percentage is unbanked. Now, last year, before that, there has been only hype about ICOs. Everyone creating everything in name of ICO and trying to have money, collect money, create office, create whatever project they wanted to have, and so many never appeared. Even people never appeared, they disappeared with all that. So the first principle of the banking is that whenever you create any institution, it has to be, the promoter contribution must be there. I think there's something wrong, it doesn't move. Okay. Huh? Yeah, I'm using green. Okay. So now it goes away. About that, there are many interesting anecdotes on banking. So when we talk of banking, what is the first thing that we are thinking of? Banking is the store of value, and it is the modality or the mode, the institution, which transfers that value. So we are storing the value, we are transferring the value. That means we have also the capacity to create the value. So we are the value creators, value transmitters, and create the platform for the exchange of values. That's why when we talk of now digital technology, we are only thinking about digital assets because those are the things which are going to move. Any success with the presentation? Okay. Now, the latest hype and from day one, the hype is that bank is useless and they are fleecing people. Of course, I will accept that partly, that they have been ripping people with very high charges. But that was the mode by which they had to sustain themselves. Now, when we are talking of blockchain banking, what happens? The whole technology is based on blockchain, decentralization, P2P. So all intermediaries are removed, the prices come down, and at the same time, you cut off all your sources of revenue. So how will that platform sustain itself? You can see the example of Revolut, Mr. Tango, and all that. Every time you will hear that they are going for some more funding to the market. They are looking for some more subscription. That is not how institutions should operate. You are giving zero value services, but you don't have any modality to sustain yourself. I'm really sorry because this presentation is not working. I would have shown to you that how our digital banking and which is working with blockchain, how it is so different. Let me take another 1 minute off and see what they are doing because we have reached that level wherein the figures are very, very important. Banks, they have to go to regulators to fix their parameters, how to work, what to do. They have to take deposits, they have to send out money, they have to even interact with other banks because nothing can work in isolation with any bank. They have to take help of other intermediary banks. That is why we have, in cases of, say, foreign trade transactions, we have letters of credit, wherein you have issuing bank, then advising bank, then confirming bank, then beneficiaries bank, then paying bank, negotiating bank. So many roles are assigned to the bank and the institution. Now with blockchain, all those things can be removed because it will be just point-to-point movement of the transaction. Okay, we should be lucky now. So this is what the disorganization is happening in the banks. Because of regulators and transfer operations, you find banks sitting over there, our transfers for a couple of days before releasing it to the account. There are legacy issues, there are very old banks, very big deposit base, customer base, they don't want to move. And above all, personal greed of bankers because of their bonus issues and salary issues. Still, banks are in dump, but they are being penalized for one or the other thing, but still they will try to negotiate their salary and their bonus. So, what we identified that the problem of banking is multiple. and we need to get rid of it. And that's how we came up with this concept of banking on blockchain. What we have done, we have got central bank licenses in Latin America, namely Peru, one security license in Uruguay, another banking license is coming up in Puerto Rico, another in Africa, and the last one wherein our documents have been cleared by the legal entities, that's in Switzerland. So by the end of this year, we should have that Swiss banking license also. Now, the first question will be that why I'm looking for so many jurisdictions. That is the basic point, because in the morning, if you must have heard all the discussions, people have been talking about acceptability, how regulators are going to react. So my effort was to zigzag through different regulations and find a compromise formula wherein we can work. That is why I am not talking of cryptocurrency, I am not talking of any sort of currency. As a matter of fact, I am only talking about blockchain and how it can reorient the banking and how bank can regain the touch that it has lost. So basically our platform is BAAP. So it is a blockchain platform wherein we are providing all these services, mobile banking services, SME payments and loans, government payments, coupon management, domestic and foreign remittances, and of course mobile payments. This is the back-end operation, how we are doing. Everything is getting flagged on a day-to-day basis, and in case of any discrepancy on any parameter, the whole transaction and the whole account freezes. Until unless you get rid of your anomaly and the discrepancy, nothing will move for you. These are our partners who have joined hands with us, and they are masters in their own field, and they are helping us achieve our aim. So we have Oryx, that is our VC arm. We have World Mobile. We are using them with their mesh telephony to reach out the unbanked areas. We have Platon Finance. It is a luxury club project. Libra project is again a renewable energy project. We have Bullion Block, again gold-backed remittance system, wherein we are creating pool of gold at both the ends to clear the remittances. Same like you have to maintain balance. Cash deposit at ends, so we are converting it into gold. We have Project 3Ly, that is a special security feature which we are putting it in our banking application. This is a very interesting project in the sense that in any block, the identifiers are 30 in characters. So what we are basically doing, this Project 3Ly, that like compresses those 30 characters and changes it to 3 numbers. And that is also on blockchain running simultaneously with our banking app. So in case of any hack, what happens, this will change, and that will ultimately change the banking app block code. So the hacker will have problem in reconciling how to hack it. So until unless any hacker moves with both the things, they cannot hack our system. Then we have Hope Accelerated, then Zumo Pay. Lensen is again our remittance arm, like I should say Ripple. US Gold is part of US Mint, so that is partnering with us with their fractional token. In any trade settlement, the amount cannot be full, and our token is $10 per token. So that is absolute number. So it had to be, I had to come out with something fractional. So when US Mint through US Gold currency gave us the offer, we said, okay, let us work together. So what happens, in the amount divisible by 10 gets paid through our token, remaining amount fraction gets paid by US Gold currency. Then we have Rhythm and Harmony. That's a specific project for real estate, hotels, development. Of course, Symantec, you know, Netki is our external compliance partner. Grant Thornton is main auditor and all the evaluator of all the gold and the gold stock that we have. Blockfields is our OTC desk because our banking is composite in the sense, I will come further again. We have our own exchange also, which is called Bitseli. That is connected to Blockfields, which is an OTC desk, and it is in Chicago. So that's how we have the synergy, and we have bank accounts. That is why we are able to do all settlements bank to bank. It is not that you have to run and you have to create underhand deals to do any settlement. Then we have Ballyhoo, which is our marketplace. Of course, Anderson is the insurance agent because all our crypto wallet is insured for $500,000 and our exchange is fully 100% insured. Now, how we say that we are composite banking? We are so different from neobanks, challenger banks, green banks. There are multiple names for all that. But for us, we are not taking over anyone. We are not creating any merger. Everything is a brand new start. Because the moment we have any legacy, that will create the legacy issue. And you cannot get rid of it. And in banking, you have to follow all the regulatory parameters of a banking. That's why we are very, very regulators-friendly institution, because we are following all the parameters of the banking, like starting from like Basel III norms, we are using it. Tier 1 capital, Tier 2 capital, we are working with that. So it is not that when we are working with blockchain, we forget the basic tenets of banking. Our focus area is, again, customer is always the first, and when any onboarding process is there, the initial KYC is through our software, and after that it goes to external compliance auditor, which is Netki Inc. in California. Once they are cleared by them, then it comes back for any operation and onboarding. This is true for the banking app as well as for our stock exchange app. Rest of the things, of course, we are providing core banking facility, wealth management, asset management, SME funding. We have microfinancing, wherein Professor Yunus is also part of that team. And we are very, very expansive in Africa and in Philippines. We are working with Co-op in Philippines, and we are creating a full digital platform for co-ops in Philippines. They have 250 branches, and we are providing our technology free to them. In Africa, government has assured, at least 5 countries have assured me that they are giving one of the banks which will be offloading their equity in our favor, and that's how we get onboarded to those banks, and we'll be implementing all our technology part for their development and expansion. Now, this is our main banking app, EST Pay. You can also check it on www.est-pay.com. So that's fine. We have MasterCard, Visa card, Amex. We are also talking to now different transactional institutions in India to join hands. Already we have done the NCND, and we should be having the agreement very soon. And then we will move with the Reserve Bank of India also. Now, the whole gamut of banking services that we have created, I like to announce here that I have not taken a single dollar from outside from anyone. Everything is developed from our own resources. That's why I keep my head high. At least no one can say that I am dependent on anyone. So everything is conceptualized by us, and we are using our own resources. And how we got the liquidity for capitalizing our bank? We have gold mines in Peru, which are active for the last 8 years. And from that gold, we created the regulatory D bond last year itself when people were busy with ICOs, and put them on DTC, and we hold it in our portfolio with Bank of New York Mellon. So we are fully US compliant, and we don't need any other vehicle to move our security. I don't have to run to find a security exchange because the present system allows me to move my security. And that is what I have been attempting to do by having licenses in different jurisdictions, that the present system should allow me to move freely. Otherwise, I will start a fight with the regulators and I will reach nowhere. Because, and that is again one of the reasons my project is huge. So we have banking, we have tech stack. All regulators are very happy because we are never running away from regulators. We are opening all our cards, all our literature, all our software. And as a matter of fact, we are the first company in financial institution and financial world which has opened its software to the regulators. We have created separate master nodes by which the regulators can connect themselves to us and do concurrent audit on a day-to-day basis. So they cannot say that we are trying to hide. We are giving them all the opportunity. Now, these are all our motive, and this is where we want to go. Now we are putting in another 5 million to develop all the final, what you call it, last mile movement, because all the integration process with all our partner companies is getting done, and the final testing phase of the app is in process. And that's why we call it the most unique banking platform that is going to evolve, and we are getting operational in the next quarter, maximum by end of June or first week of July, and will be open to all. And I can assure you that there is going to be no regulatory problem or bottleneck for you, because we are taking care of each and everything, and we are sitting and moving with the regulators. And we are using the present regulations, present environment, present institutions to move with our project. So I don't need a separate background and a separate push for it. So that's it for the day. If you want to have any more information from me, you can ask me. I'm open to all questions. I believe everyone is satisfied with my presentation. They have no question. Everyone has understood. Perfect. Thank you. Have a nice day.